Some doors should never be opened. And yet, in the basement of the abandoned hospital, one door remained, rusted, sealed, waiting. Even after all the years of silence, it felt alive. The handle was bitterly cold, freezing against my palm. When I turned it, the metal shrieked, long and sharp, a cry that echoed down the stairwell, like the building itself begging me not to step inside. The air was heavy the moment the door swung wide, damp, sour, and choking. Rust, mildew, and dust pressed into every breath. But beneath it, there was another scent, sharper, fouler, like decay left too long in the dark. Above, water dripped from the ceiling pipes. Each drop landed with a hollow plink, a rhythm too steady to ignore. It felt like the sound of a clock, counting down, marking every second I stood there. The ceiling moaned faintly overhead. Wood strained, metal groaned. It was as if the walls remembered, as if the morgue itself wanted me gone. Rows of metal drawers stretched down the corridor, perfectly even, perfectly still. Each drawer a coffin, each drawer a secret. They stood silent, but not at rest. A single bulb dangled above, its thin wire swaying gently, casting weak halos of yellow light across the cracked tiles. It buzzed, flickered, fought to hold the dark at bay. Then, crash. A clipboard tore free from its nail, slamming against the floor with a violent clap. The noise rang like thunder in the hollow space, rolling all the way down the corridor before dissolving into silence again. But the silence was worse than the sound. The drawers began to tremble. Metal clanked. Handles rattled violently against their frames as if fists were pounding from inside. Bang, bang, bang. The noise died suddenly. The silence pressed back in, heavier than before, crushing, suffocating. Above, the ceiling fan dragged once, its blades groaning through thick air. It turned again, slower, and froze in place, locked as if the air itself had turned solid. The lights crackled overhead. One blinked out, then another. The corridor dimmed step by step, the darkness creeping closer, swallowing the light. Each bulb fought for life, buzzing frantically, until one by one they surrendered. Finally, only a single bulb remained, trembling, flickering weakly, its glow stretched thin and fragile. It sputtered. It blinked once, twice, and then it died. Darkness consumed everything. The hall was gone. The tiles beneath me vanished into black. The air thickened, and in that suffocating dark, I heard it, breathing, slow, wet, ragged, and it wasn't mine. Then suddenly, light. Every bulb blazed back to life in a violent burst, burning away the dark, flooding the hall. Relief surged through me, but it cracked, thin, fragile. The bulbs coughed, sputtered, and one by one they failed again. Darkness returned. Only one dim bulb quivered, buzzing faintly overhead. It flickered desperately, clinging to life. Then blinked once, twice, and died. Now the hall was nothing. Silent, still. Every breath felt colder, every second heavier. Then it moved. Something rushed past me, icy, unseen. A blur cut through me like water. Before I could turn, it was gone. Vanished into the drawers on the right. Drawers convulsed violently. Handles clanged, metal slammed. The sound of 100 fists beating at once. Bang, bang, bang. The chorus of death rang out, rising to a fever pitch, then stopped. The silence pressed in again. And in that silence, a face appeared, pressed against the glass of one drawer, pale, empty. Its mouth open in a scream I could not hear. Then it vanished, leaving only shadow. At the far end, the double doors slammed shut. The echo roared like thunder, the floor quaking beneath me. Dust rained from the ceiling pipes, falling in gray sheets across the tiles. One drawer burst open suddenly. A wave of dust spilled out, rolling across the floor like smoke, curling upward, choking the air. The haze wrapped around me, thick and suffocating, turning every breath to ice. Something was pressing closer. The pressure in the air grew heavier. My chest locked tight. The cold sank deeper into my skin. And then, a breath, right against my cheek. Cold, damp, unmistakable. It was here, so close I could feel it staring at me. The drawers rattled one last time, handles clanging in desperate unison. The sound shook the corridor like drums, beating faster, louder, as though announcing what was coming. And then, movement, a rush. The presence surged forward, screaming without sound. The lights snapped off, the world vanished, and the morgue was silent once more.